I gotta be honest, guys. The setup right now on SoFi is not looking pretty. I think we're going lower, and we have to cover the charts in this video, break down where I think we're going, the setup here quickly, and we're gonna look at the futures market here in a couple of minutes and talk about some other stocks that I'm looking at and that you need to look at for tomorrow, on top of the stocks that we covered in my earlier video, which I suggest you guys go watch that after this one, where we broke down 7 companies to keep an eye on for this week. Very valuable video. We covered the estimates, the charts on all those stocks. They're all reporting earnings. So let's dive into it. Let's break down SoFi. If you guys find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 100,000 subs, and 50% of you guys, I know you're watching, you watch the videos, but you're not subscribing. If that's you, make sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. So at this point, SoFi, we had a red day on Friday. At this point, the bears are in charge in the short term and in the long term. You know, if you look at what's been going on in the short term on the charts, and you can see on the 4-hour time frame, the bears have been gaining an edge over the last 6 to 12 months. You can see it now. It's really starting to break down. The trend has been breaking down since we took out 25 bucks. That's where it really started to get ugly. And we covered that in real time. I told you guys, look, if we take 25 out, we had a descending triangle heading into that support, like we covered again in real time. And I was like, guys, we take that out, we're going to 23. And at that point, I was like, we take that out, which we filled that gap and ultimately took it out. I was like, we're probably going back to the teens, and lo and behold, here we are. Not too not too many weeks later. And that's the thing with stocks, and a lot of you guys know that. They take the stairs up, elevator down, and this is kind of a classic example of that. SoFi, it took a while to get from, well, I mean, then again, it did go up pretty quickly, but it took a little bit to go from the $6 level. It was there for a good year or two, and then it went up to about 16. Then it pulled down, went up to 32. I mean, that happened quickly, but look at how quickly, even faster now. Look at how it's unraveling. It's pretty insane how it works. And at this point, if this triangle plays out, we take 1850 out, which is that critical support that I'm watching for this week. I think we're going to the 17 range, 16 range, especially if the market starts to get hit even further, and the future is just open, and it looks like we're down a little bit, not too much. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, it's just not looking pretty, man. And again, the second we took out 25, it started to crumble very quickly. Look, we were at 25 bucks a month ago in 2026 in the end of January. Now we're at 18.90, 19 bucks. We're down 25% pretty much year to date from that point a month ago. Probably down like 30% year to date at this point. So SoFi is not looking pretty. I think we're going lower. I'm waiting. I'm sitting on my hands before I buy more here. And looking at the futures right now, before we dive into some other names to watch for this week, for tomorrow, really. The Russell futures are, let's see, they're down 0.25%. Oh, now they're down 0.3. They're slipping quite aggressively right now. So we're down on the Russell futures as I'm making this video, 8 points. 0.3%. Nasdaq's down about 0.14. Nothing too crazy there, but we are gapping down nonetheless. 33 points down on the Nasdaq futures. The E-mini S&P futures, they're down about 7 points, 0.1%. Little gap down there. And the Dow futures, less than that, 40 points down, 0.07%, little gap down, but it actually looks like the bulls are starting to come in a little bit. Little green candle. We're putting a fight up. The bulls are putting a fight up in the short term. So yeah, it looks like we're slipping down, a little gap down. Nothing crazy, but this could potentially bleed worse or bleed further down into the morning. But then again, the opposite could happen as well. So just because we're down now in the futures, that doesn't mean tomorrow morning we're going to be down. We've seen this flip-flop 100 times. many times, more than just 100, thousands of times we've seen that happen. And I'm not, too convinced we're going to have a ridiculous crash tomorrow. A lot of people are convinced we're going to have a crash tomorrow, Tuesday, this week in general. Sure, we might crash later in the week, but I actually think we're setting up for a decent green day tomorrow, maybe Tuesday as well. We'll see. And I'm not saying we're not, we don't have geopolitical tensions, all of that in Iran, in the Middle East going on right now. That's real, but the market kind of is anticipating that already. The market almost is pricing that in. It's not like a black swan event. If that came out of nowhere, we started to get into a ridiculous war over there, or things just got terrible quickly out of nowhere, that would be different. But at this point, it's like, yeah, things could get ugly. It could get worse than we expect, but the market's taking it step by step at this point, kind of already anticipating that, pricing it in, right? So it's like, with that being said, we could be setting up for a nice pop come Monday, Tuesday, tomorrow, Tuesday. So keep that in mind, at least in my opinion, right? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But the futures are down, and again, that doesn't mean they're going to be down tomorrow, or the market's going to be red tomorrow. So Domino's Pizza is a must-watch for this week. I used to crush Domino's in college, guys. I've mentioned this before, like we all have, right? They had that medium, or what was it, that deal where you get a medium pizza, you get, these cinnamon twists. I'm not a big chocolate guy, I gotta be honest, but I used to love their cinnamon twist, I think, right? With that glazed sauce, and you'd get breadsticks on the side, and this is all for like $8. I mean, they had this insane deal, and we would all get it after a night out. It'd be like 2 a.m., 1 a.m. We're just crushing like disgusting food. Good times. But Domino's, I gotta be honest, I haven't been there in a while, but the stock is interesting. It is down over the last couple of years. It's in a multi-year downtrend right now, guys. It peaked at 540 back in 2024, almost 2 years ago in May of 24. And now since that point, we've been making lower lows, lower highs, downtrending, and there's really no reversal in sight at this point. And on the 4-hour, or this is the monthly chart, excuse me, we have a clear-cut, reversal to the downside. If anything, this might be going down low 300s based on this chart. I'm not loving the chart, but fundamentals could override the chart here if we get some good guidance. Big if, though. If we get good numbers, a big beat, we'll see. So Domino's, I'm keeping my eyes on for tomorrow. Earnings are out in the morning, I think. Yeah, in the morning. So DPZ, add it to the watch list. Year to date, we're down big time on the stock. I don't own it. I'm not down. The stock's down, So watching it, we'll see how it goes on that one. We have Dominion as well. Dominion Energy, which has been going bananas. Let's see if earnings could, keep pushing this thing higher. Let's see if it supports the momentum, or if the earnings support momentum. They're in the morning tomorrow, and this one saw a nice pullback. You guys can see we hit 67.50, saw the drawdown to about 64.50. That got bought up real quick. Then we had a nice recovery day Thursday into Friday, so that's a good sign. Looks like we have an inverse head and shoulders on ticker symbol D. So I think it looks pretty good into earnings, as long as their earnings are strong, guidance is good. I don't see why the momentum won't continue here, considering how well energy stocks have been performing. Obviously, money has still been rotating into energy, right? Look at XLE, for example. This thing has been going bananas, and we called it out at 45 a share, right? I called this thing out on videos in the Discord, on Patreon. We were nailing this thing on the callouts. And look at it. It's in a straight line up. I mean, energy at this point, clearly money's coming in. Oil's been ripping. And I think as long as guidance earnings are strong, solid, I just don't see money flooding out of any really energy stocks at this point. And obviously not every energy stock's going to go up, but the stronger ones, I think momentum's going to continue here. I think D could go higher. And what's the other one? FANG is tomorrow, I believe, or the next day. Diamondback Energy, they're on, no, they're the next day. They're on Tuesday morning. Either way, this stock is ridiculously hot in the short term. We're up like 30%. 25% in the last month and a half. So ticker symbol FANG, Diamondback Energy. Same thing as I said before with with Dominion. This could continue the momentum. And now, granted, this is not as, or it's more overbought than Dominion into earnings, so keep that in mind. But both of these could continue momentum if earnings are just good, solid, strong, because the energy trade is still on right now. And I don't know if that rotation's gonna, stop anytime soon by the looks of it here. Even though I'm not necessarily chasing these, I've owned XLE for a while. We've covered that, but I'm not in any individual energy stocks right now. But man, if if I was in these, let's say I would consider maybe trimming some off, especially if we get more upside after earnings, but we'll see, hypothetically. And that's the same way I'm approaching XLE. I'm looking at XLE right now, and I'm like, this could be going a lot higher potentially. And overall, it is breaking out on the max chart, which we called out, weeks ago, right? So yeah, this is a blow-off top rally, no doubt. This could go to 60, 65, but eventually these energy stocks, guys, we're going to get a pullback. Not meaning the rotation's over or the momentum's over, but even in crazy rallies, we need healthy pullbacks, and I think we're due here in energy. But again, in the short term, we might be getting more momentum before the drawdown because earnings, the hype around earnings, right? So we'll see how that goes. And the last one here, before we wrap the video up, I appreciate you all for tuning in. By the way, smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure to subscribe as well. I appreciate all of you for tuning in again, as always, whether you're on YouTube, you're watching on Facebook. We have like 65,000 followers on Facebook, guys. I appreciate all of you as always. So Kratos Defense, this stock has seen insane momentum as well, and it's been more volatile actually than the energy stocks. And heading into earnings now, which are on Monday tomorrow after the bell, Kratos is down about $40 a share from the recent high. We're talking 28%, and the chart looks great as we're down 20, whatever, 40, 30%, not 40, 25 to 30%. And the chart it still looks good. You guys can see clearly we're maintaining an uptrend. Now we're trying to fight through this spot. You guys see right here, right around 105, 107. If we can freaking get through that point on Kratos Defense, this is going to start going, in my opinion. We have gaps to fill to the upside, and it all comes down, obviously, to the numbers. But this trade is also on the defense stocks. I think we're still going to see some money coming into these, potentially. Although I think I did see some super investors get out of Kratos Defense last quarter, which makes sense. I mean, look, those trades were made like 90 days ago, right? And look, that's when Kratos Defense was going bananas. If you think super investors are not going to sell when it doubles in a couple weeks, you're thinking wrong. You've lost your mind. That's why a lot of them got out here, but who's to say they're not buying now? They might be buying now on this dip. They're just securing profits, which I don't blame them, right? If you're dealing with hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars, a stock doubles in, a couple weeks, yeah, you're going to be locking in profits. So Kratos Defense, I'm going to set my alert at $105, $107 even. Yeah, let me do let's do 106. We'll split the middle. And boom, if that breaks, I think we on good earnings, we go to 120. We could fill the gap to 130, 135. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. Again, in the comments, I'm curious. These are a bunch of stocks I'm watching. Thoughts on SoFi. And let me know your thoughts. And join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, what I'm doing, what I'm buying every single week with fresh money. We're depositing, investing $750 a week right now, guys. We're buying stocks, trading options, investing long term. and you see all of it. And there's a private Discord as well. Check it out. Link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to StockSurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you guys in there. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, the snow's starting to hit, man. Stay warm, stay safe. I'll see you guys later.